our very first spring park agents event. Woohoo! Please do unmute yourself because we're going to be looking for lots of round of applause tonight. We've got some winners in the room with us. But first of all, I am Lou. I'm your Zoom tech host. Somebody's saying there's no sound. I can help with that. I'll just pop myself up a little bit. There we go. And if you've got no sound, the little mute button at the bottom, you can click on as well. So as I said, I'm Lou. I'm your tech and your host for tonight. So feel free to message me in the chat box and I can get back to you. But the main thing is to sit back and enjoy tonight's event. If I can just ask, I've popped people on mute, if I can just, yeah, if you could just stay on mute because there seems to be a few people with a bit of echoes. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. We seem to have a bit of feedback. Yep, so we have lots of exciting things in store for you. So yeah, sit back, whether it's a cup of tea or whether it's a glass of wine. I have both with me tonight. Just sit back and enjoy. Tonight is very much about you, the park agents, and just celebrating you, and specifically celebrating some very special park agents. So what do we have in store for you tonight? So first of all, we have our lovely Director of Marketing, Catherine, who's going to tell you all the latest updates and news from Park. We'll then have a panel from Park. We've got the lovely Chelsea and Jenny, who a few of you might know from previous awards or might know from Calling Up Park. And all the questions that you asked, and there's some good ones, we're going to pose them to Chelsea, Jenny, and Catherine. If you've got any other ones, pop them in the box. Let's not give them an easy time. So any questions at all. So we're going to put them to them. We also have some prizes because we think it's not just about the awards winner. It's also about you watching, whether you're watching from the north of Scotland, the south of England, Wales, Ireland. We've got agents tuned in from all over the UK. And we want to make you feel special and valued as well. So we'll be having some on-the-spot prizes throughout tonight of Love to Shop vouchers. So everyone that's with us tonight has got the chance of winning that prize, which I feel is quite exciting. Not me, of course, Sam. That would be, that'd be a bit unfair. So we're doing that throughout the night. We also have our 3 winning agents, Katie, Kerry and Wendy, who you're going to be meeting later. And again, thanks for everyone who asked them questions. We'll be hearing how they became rockstar park agents and all of their top tips for doing that. We're also very lucky to have the lovely Holly, who's the thrifty mum. If you watch Channel 4, Steph's Packed Lunch, you'll see her giving fantastic tips on everything from upcycling to recycling to how to save money at Christmas. So Holly is with us tonight. So again, any questions at all, you can pop them in the chat box. I'll be keeping my eye out on that as well. And then we've got the Agent Awards. We're going to tell you a little bit about the Agent Awards this year. And then finally, very specially, we have some milestone agents, 2 of whom are with us tonight, but we will see a little bit more about that later on in the evening. So without further ado, we're going to start off by hearing from Catherine, Catherine is our Director of Marketing and is going to tell us a little bit about the latest news and updates from Parks. I'm just going to invite her onto screen just now. There we go. The magic of technology. Hi, Catherine.
Hello. Hello.
You've got the same jazzy background as me. I'm pretty sure it's to hide all the mess we both have in the background, but we're just kidding on. It's it's to look professional.
Talk for yourself, Lou.
That's fine. So, Catherine, what's happening in Park recently for all the agents watching? What are the new updates?
Well, I just wanted to say hello and thank you for sparing the time to join us tonight. This is our first ever online agent event, live, no pressure. But hopefully the first of many to come. So as Lou said, I'm Catherine. I am the Director of Marketing for Park at Appreciate Group. And you may or may not know that Park is part of a wider group. So we also have highstreetvouchers.com and Appreciate Business Services, and we're all glued together by our own product, Love to Shop. Okay, so I work with a great team to ensure that Park is the biggest and the best Christmas saving club in the UK, which I can say it is with confidence. But we know that, you know, the key to our success is really you, our agents, and hence why we're gathered here this evening. And we have approximately, well, we've got over 30,000 agents nationwide, and some have been with us for 30, 40, some even 50 years. And some, you know, this is their first year with us. However long you've been with Park, I think you with us all understand the importance of Christmas, the importance of saving for what is such a huge key event of the year. But we also recognise that saving for that event actually is really quite difficult for many people, especially through these tough times that we've all been experienced in the last 12 to 18 months. So we, with you, are here to offer a helping hand for those customers. Okay, so for me personally, Christmas is hugely important. I absolutely love it. I get really excited about it. 1st December, my Christmas tree is up. And although I really, really love it, I do get a little bit stressed, well, quite a lot stressed. But I think that I probably, like many of you, actually put that pressure on myself. So I feel like it's my personal responsibility to ensure, you know, everybody's happy, especially the kids. You know, everything runs smoothly. Their presents, their wrapping, their decorations, their food, their drink, It goes on, doesn't it? It takes an awful lot of planning and a lot of cost. And whoever says that Christmas is one day is not telling a truth. Christmas is at least 3 months of the year. It's a quarter of your year, so it's hugely important. We've all been through, well, still are actually, a period of great uncertainty. However, one thing is certain, Santa will still be arriving on the 25th. Christmas is still coming, and we will endeavour to make it the best it can be, and probably more so this year than any other year than before. So I think, you know, helping your customers save with Park will give them the peace of mind that the cost is covered in advance, that the money is safe in trust. They've not dipped into it for those unexpected expenses or any temptations to splurge on some unnecessary treats. You've helped them, you know, set their goal, achieve their monthly targets, and help them make the best Christmas for them. So I think I should call you the Park Angels rather than the Park Agents. I'm sure somebody else has thought about that in the past. But hopefully this evening is just a start in creating a conversation, a two-way conversation, a connection with our Park Angels. We can let you know what's happening in Park. You can let us know what's happening with your customers. How can we help you? How can we help them? Can we swap best practices, top tips, etc.? Okay. So if you're not a member of Park Life on Facebook, then please join, because that's the best and easiest way to connect on a daily basis. So as Lou said, we do have some questions that you've kindly sent through on registration. I'm going to introduce you to a couple more of the team, two gorgeous ladies. We have Chelsea, who is our team leader in customer services, and we have Jenny, who is our product manager. Okay.
Fantastic. And thanks, Catherine. And we've got some questions for all three of you that have came in from our lovely agents. So thanks to everyone who took the time to ask some questions. So we're going to kick off. Okay, first of all, this question is for Catherine. A lot of the agents were asking what the thinking was behind just going to the cards and the vouchers and asking, will the hampers be back?
Okay. I know there were some customers that were very disappointed about removing hampers and those Christmas gifts. They actually were declining in popularity for many, many years, and they only really represented less than 5% of our orders. And with such a low volume, what it meant was that we couldn't buy the contents at a competitive price, and therefore we couldn't offer those products at good value. So we've moved away from them. And our hope is that, customers can receive flexibility and choice through our other products to shop at supermarkets and other such retailers in order to buy them at a better value price.
Yeah,
so we will not be going back to hampers, but we'll be continuing to expand our range and bringing more retailers on board.
Yeah, fantastic. Good answer. And yeah, I absolutely agree. I think some of the stores have already got hampers in for Christmas. So lots to look at. Chelsea, a question for yourself. Quite a few people were asking about customer payments. So what do they do if customers can't continue with their payments? What would you sort of respond to that? If you just pop yourself off of unmute. That's okay. By the wonders of technology, I've done it for you.
Marvellous, thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're having issues collecting payments from your customers, I'd probably suggest having a conversation with them first to understand the reason that they're not paying. It could just be a simple matter that they've got unexpected expenses coming in which can impact on payments. So let them know that they can reduce their regular payments, which means reducing their order down to maybe something more manageable. If the customer can't commit to making any payments at all, you can offer to reduce their order to what they've paid in. So when orders are being dispatched come Christmas, they've still got something saved aside. And I think the beauty of these two options is that we are flexible, so customers can, if circumstances change, they can let you know and you can increase their order again. If customers require a refund, then you would just have to get in touch with us and we'll be able to organise that for you. If you do cancel the order completely, it will impact on your commission. And there are cancellation charges come the 1st of September. So I'd probably encourage you to have these conversations with customers before the 1st of September. But I'd probably try and encourage them to reduce the order down. So come Christmas, they still have something saved.
Yeah, really good advice. And I think quite relevant question for now as well in these times. Thanks, Chelsea. And Jenny, coming to your good self. Quite a few people were asking about why you charge 10% on your choice. I can pose that question to you and I shall just unmute you as well. That's okay. There we go.
Oh, thanks. It wasn't letting us unmute. So yeah, can you hear me?
Yes,
yeah.
We can hear you.
So your choice is such a popular product for all of the customers because it just gives that flexibility, doesn't it? So around 44% of all of the customers actually opt for the likes of your choice. The reason why there's a 10% fee is it because it covers MasterCard, making it a truly flexible prepaid product. However, if close to the time when you come in to sort of go through your orders and you realise that where you want to spend, so maybe at the beginning of the year, you're not quite sure in which shops that you want to spend in, but near the end of the year, you know that you want to go for Argos or you want to go for other brands like that, they are actually available on our Love to Shop products. So you can swap. So if you put in an order for a Your Choice card, you can swap it to a Love to Shop card if the brands that you want to shop in are on there. And then that way it'll save you the 10% fee as well.
Okay, fantastic. Great answer. 10 out of 10, all of you. And that's probably enough from our questions. As Colette said in the box, we're actually going to answer all of the questions that everyone posed, and we're going to update the answers on the Facebook page. So just thank you to everybody that took the time to write to us and to ask a question. So thanks, Jenny and Chelsea. That's great. And back to you, Catherine, just to ask about, I know that we have a very special Christmas incentive coming up which you're going to tell us all a little something about, I believe.
Okay. So, at Park, it's Christmas all year round. I don't want to give the impression that we're partying at work every day, but we do live and breathe Christmas. And it's been a very tough year. And we wanted to bring some Christmas joy to our customers. So we are launching 12 months of Christmas prize draw, so that every month on the 25th of every month, we can bring Christmas early to 6 winners. So you can see there, 12 months of Christmas, we'll have one winner that will receive £1,000 in cash, as well as 5 £200 Love to Shop contactless gift cards. Who, they could give those to their customers if they're an agent, or they could give them to their friends or family, or they could keep them for themselves if they really wanted to. But we also have 5 runners up who would receive a £200 Love to Shop contactless card. So we are aiming to launch this week. We thought we would give you a little bit of a sneak preview, and it will run every month. So, 72 winners over the 12 months period. So watch this space. You'll see it coming soon.
Yep, fantastic. Very, very exciting. And on that note, we thought we wanted to start the prize giving straight away. So actually, from everybody who signed up to come along and registered, we have just pulled the hat and we have got 2 prizes. So the Zoom registration winners are, let's see, we've got 2, Zoe Stewart, £100 Love to Shop gift card, and Emma Langford is also going to receive a £100 Love to Shop gift card. And the good news is, if that wasn't you that just called your name, we're also going to have a few more prizes later on in the proceedings. There we go. So thank you very much, Catherine. I shall just... There we go. Your job is done. And as I say, we'll be posting all of the answers on the Facebook page, so they will be answered. So we come to, which is probably a very special part of the evening, and this is speaking to our Park Agent event winners. I'm going to tell you a little bit about each one as I pull them up on the screen, and then we're going to have a chance to chat to them and ask them about their top tips. The top tips about how they became quite so successful. So there we go. We've got the lovely Katie, who's just off night shift, and we're very grateful you've joined us. I've said to Katie, she's wearing her pajamas, and I said a lot of people watching might too just be off night shift and wearing their pajamas. So I think that's absolutely fine. I know a lot of park agents do about 3 or 4 different jobs. So I think, we're just very, very lucky that you're here. We've got Wendy as well, and the lovely, let me find her. The lovely Kerry. Let me just find her just now. Gosh, I think Kerry might have issues with her internet, so we'll come back to Kerry then. That's fine. So we'll start with yourself, Katie. So for those listening, I just want to tell them a little bit about you. Because I wasn't kidding when I said we were incredibly grateful that you were here tonight. So Katie comes from, you'll hear in just 1 second, Katie's from Rhondda Valley. You're a mum of 6, as well as working as a nursing assistant in A&E. So I can certainly say for myself, and I'm sure everyone here, a huge thank you. I think nursing staff, care staff are greatly underestimated. We're super grateful for everything that you've done for us over the last year. But more importantly, in 2020, you were Wales' top agent and won a prize of £750. So the first question I'm going to ask you, because I'm sure everyone wants to know this, what did you spend your money on?
I actually spent it on myself this year. And well, I say myself, my house, and on my house app. Yeah, because you can spend in the Wilkinson, so come in really handy.
Fantastic. And you've been doing it for quite a few years now.
8, I think it is.
That's incredible. I was going to ask you, what is it, because I know you love being a park agent, what is it you love about being a park agent?
The friends you make a lot of friends along the way, helping other people. A lot of people say that you can't do Christmas because they can't save themselves. So yeah, it's a rewarding thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That kind of feel good factor. And what about as well? We've got a lot of new agents listening, or agents have been doing it for a year or two. We've also got someone saying, I'm in my mummy pig PJs.
I'm looking at the messages and I'm like, so many of us are in our pajamas and that was me.
Yeah. So yeah, you're just representing the pajama crew, really, Katie.
It's just the mummy pajama crew. Sorry.
Brilliant. And what tips would you give new agents who are looking at you thinking, that's incredible, I'd love to be on the winning panel next year? What's a top tip you'd give them, or something you wish you'd known when you first started?
It's the prizes. Guys, just keep pushing, just keep interacting. Facebook's an amazing thing. And believe it or not, although Kerry's not here, we battle each other each year. So I find out what, there she is, look. I find out what her highest is. And there was only something like $6,000 between us. Although it sounds a lot. It's not a lot. It's just our weekly payment. Yeah. So find a rep near you and just keep beating them. Just keep going. Play Facebook games, raffles, bonus balls. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's so many things you can do. Just keep building and just find a rep, interact with them.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe you have quite so much energy, Katie, with 6 children having come out night shift. That's clearly a reason.
Helping.
You deserve to cheers yourself. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Katie, for being with us here tonight. And moving on to the lovely Wendy. Wendy is a fellow Glaswegian, like myself, although you're down in Stafford now. Yep. Wendy also works full-time. She's got 7-year-old twins, a 13-year-old. And you also were one of Parks winners this year. And you won, is it £750 as well?
450.
£450, sorry, 450. Yep. And same question to Katie. I'm just really nosy. What did you do with the money? And I'm really hoping you say you treated yourself.
Well, no. I bought a dishwasher. Need to the mask. I can't be doing dishes. At all. Yeah. So no, I treated the house to a dishwasher, and I still have some of my money left. So I might go to Matalan and get myself a few wee outfits for the summer coming in. So
yeah, fantastic.
Or keep it for an emergency. But I think I'll go to Matalan, but I'll not speak too loud so my husband can't hear me.
Brilliant. Everyone's saying good on you, a dishwasher. Yep, I absolutely love mine. Brilliant. And what about again, you're a newcomer. You've done incredibly well as a newcomer to win the sort of top newcomer prize. What is it you think you have done that has made the difference?
I mean, to be fair, like I joined Parks, I used to save with someone else, and then I was just like, a few people said, oh, why don't you try it? And I was like, yeah, I might give it a wee shot. And just persistence. It's just, I didn't quite expect it to kind of go, especially not in my first year, to be as successful as it was, but it was just more and more people were coming in, and then more and more people were adding on saves, and exactly like Katie said, I do like Facebook raffles and Thunderball, and I don't do bonus ball, that's maybe one I'm going to look into, but I certainly do the other side of things, but and just like doing like you can win some saves to pay off your saves and stuff like that, so it kind of just really started from there. And I didn't know anything about these awards or something, so I was just like quite surprised and shocked, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, it's amazing. It really is. It's just been.
Yeah, well, it's brilliant to have you with us tonight, because it is all about celebrating agents, and because we know how hard you work, and we really want to make you feel special and celebrate you. So yeah, absolutely, well done, Wendy.
Thank you.
And last but not least, we've got Kerry. I'm just going to pop you off of unmute, Kerry. If you pop yourself off of unmute, there you go. You should have a little, there we go. Welcome, Kerry. So just tell you a bit about Kerry. So Kerry's also a mum of 4. I know you're also a granny. When I called the other day, you got your 1-year-old grandson on your lap whilst working.
Nanny,
yep. And you're also a rockstar agent that won top UK agent in 2020, as well as top England park agent. And you got the top prize of £1,500. So again, going to start with the most fascinating question we all want to know. What did you spend £1,500 on of your winnings?
I bought myself an island for my kitchen.
I thought you were going to say an island. I thought that's a bargain.
Next.
And Island for your kitchen. Oh, lovely. And that's, I'm guessing over the last year, especially with a lot of us being at home, you'll have done lots of cooking and really made use of it.
We have, yeah.
Absolutely. And I love the story you told me about last year when, things were tough, times were tough, and everyone was coming to you to get their vouchers and stuff. And you said you got a nickname in your local area. What was that nickname?
Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus. I just absolutely love that. And I can imagine the feel-good factor of being able to give everyone their vouchers as well. And I believe you met, which I'm very impressed at, you met a certain loose woman last year.
I did.
Did
Colleen
you?
Nolan.
Colleen Nolan, yes. I just loved, it was a story, not that you'd said, I was last year, the year before, you said, I'm going to be at the winner's table next year. I'm going to make sure of it.
And I did.
Yeah, which is just absolutely amazing, Kerry. So well done. And I wondered as well, because you've been an agent for quite a while as well. And what do you think, again, lots of new agents or even agents who've been doing it for a while, listening and watching, what do you think is one of the kind of top qualities you need to have as an agent and that helped you get all the sales that you did?
Organisation. Definitely organisation.
Yeah.
Keep on top of everything, top of your paperwork, on top of your payments. Keep it all organised. It's a lot easier.
Yeah, completely. I was going to say as well, we've got a message here saying everyone is loving your sashes. I'm going to spotlight you just now, Kerry, so everyone can... There we go. Oh, fantastic. I think we're going to let Katie off because she has just came from night shift. I think just being here is enough.
Ignore me, like I'm just here.
Being here is enough, Katie. And what I'm going to invite you all to do, because I really do want to make these three women feel special, is if you can, pop yourself off of mute. I'm going to invite you all to pop yourself off of mute and just give them a big round of applause. So, yeah, I'm going to
probably cry.
Well done. Congratulations. There we go. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming along tonight. You are inspiring. You're absolute superwoman. I mean, the stories when I read them, I thought you're the top agents. I didn't expect you to have the children and the jobs and everything else that you do. So, thank you so much for everything you do. You're really inspiring, and I'm sure you have absolutely inspired a lot of the people watching tonight. So I'm just going to pop you off of the spotlight. I think, there we go. And pop Wendy as well. There we go. You can sit back and enjoy the rest of the night. So the next bit we have came to, hopefully that has inspired all of you watching, and you're thinking, how can I get my hands on some money next year, or how can I be one of the winners on the winning panel next year? So I'm going to share with you a little sneak peek at our plans for 2021 and the awards that we're looking to give out, because there are definitely some new awards that we're looking to have. Okay. So next year, the Park Savings Agents Awards, people will find out in December, and there's hundreds of Love to Shop gift vouchers for our top performing agents. And the awards that we have this year, you'll recognise some of them are ones that we had this year. There's a few new ones. We've got regional awards for the top selling agent, plus an overall UK winner. The regional award for the top selling agent from our new agent community, as well as a UK winner. And we've got another new award for the agent that has grown the most. So the agent that's had the most growth in sales will also be getting recognised and celebrated. There's also a significant achievement award, which is a very special award for consistency and steady performance, because we know a lot of you have been doing this for years, and we really want to recognise and celebrate you as well. And also this year, we've got a brand new award called the Community Award. We know that a lot of you, your local communities, there's some fantastic causes, again, especially over the last year, local community causes, and we want to recognise those as well. So we'll be asking each of you to choose a local cause, and we'll be awarding a regional winner and also an overall UK winner. So those awards will be coming very, very shortly. And yeah, next year you could be the person that I'm interviewing, hopefully not coming back from night shift, but with a sash on you. Okay. So cutting the cost of Christmas. I'm guessing you will all be starting to think about that just now, your park Christmas savings. I was laughing because someone said we think about it 12 months a year. Catherine, not 3 months. And I think I do as well. So we're really excited to have a very special guest with us tonight. If you watch Channel 4's Packed Lunch, you'll see Holly giving advice on how to save money. So I'm just going to invite Holly to our virtual stage just now. Welcome, Holly, and I'm just going to unmute you as well. And I believe you're a park customer as well, aren't you? That's fantastic. What made you sign up to park as a customer? And I know why everyone else has, but why did you particularly sign up?
So this year I'm a single mom. I've got 2 little boys, and I really just knew that I needed to get organised and get the money out of the way, because the last few years have been a bit of a roller coaster, I'll say. And although I'm a thrifty mom, I have never really had a very good experience with actually saving money and putting it away. I can justify my expenses and I can say, yeah, I got the most of my money and I got cash back and things like that. But actually putting the money aside and making sure I've got that emergency fund, or I've got some savings for Christmas, I've had some pretty bad experiences, and I've had to split my money in a divorce and things like that. So this was my year. I've got full control of my finances, and I'm like, yes, that's it.
Amazing. Another superwoman. And what about your kind of top tips for Christmas? For everyone watching that's starting to think, how can we start working towards making sure we have a really magical Christmas? What can we do? What would you say to them, Holly?
Number one has got to be budgeting. And I don't care that it's not January, or it's not on Monday, or it's not the first of the month. Like, start as soon as you can. It can't be too late. So having a budget planner or something to record your budget on would be very useful.
And I actually have, and I'm going to share it with the audience just now, a sneak peek at the Christmas budget planner, which Park have created recently, which is fantastic. I am definitely printing that off, sitting down with my family and starting to work it out. And it will be available to everyone through the Special Agents Hub, so you will take your hands on it. And what is it you really like about the budget planner, Holly?
I absolutely love it. I think it's brilliant because too many of us just think gifts and maybe the Christmas dinner, but it's all those little expenses that just add up. Even throughout the year, if you're somebody that spreads your money throughout the year, you think how much actually. So the really big expense that I've had recently is Christmas Eve boxes, because you're buying pajamas, you're buying a book, you're buying a DVD and all the snacks. So I just love that this planner is so thorough, and I love that as agents, you can download this, you can print it off, and what a lovely gift for your customers. Like, here's a tool. I'm really helping you, and I'm sure that they're really going to receive that perfectly. I think it's fantastic.
Absolutely. I'm even thinking about friends, family members who would love this as well, because they like getting organized really early. And I know Christmas you've got 2 wee boys, and I know Christmas is a very special time in your house. So tell me, what is it you love about Christmas? So
my boys are only 4 and 5, so little people, but I just absolutely love everything about it. I love the anticipation. I actually love the responsibility that it's for me to make it magical for them. And I think that's such a big role, especially as a parent. But even if you don't have children, it's about that sense of community. We're all sharing this one experience all in one time. I think it's just magical.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like this year as well, more than ever, I'm looking forward to Christmas. I'm just getting all my family, friends together.
That's going to be the main thing, isn't it? That coming together and everybody under one roof and actually hugging as well.
Yes.
That'd be fantastic. I think this year it's going to be big. Absolutely.
The hugging I'm especially excited about. And I'm sure everyone watching is as well, hugging all your loved ones. And the last question I was going to ask you is, a lot of the agents watching, much like Wendy, Kerry, Katie, are busy lives, busy jobs, children as you do. Thrifty mum is very much, as you say, your side hustle. And for a lot of women watching, Park will also be their side hustle. So what tips would you give to them about juggling it all? And how have you made your side hustle really work for you?
Sure. Okay, so I'm a full-time council worker, I'm a project manager, but then I blog, and then that's led to press opportunities and now my TV job as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on, and 2 children too. But being organised, this was mentioned earlier, making sure that your paperwork's in order, making sure that you've got separate email addresses or, you know, WhatsApp group, making sure that you're just on top of things and you can respond in a timely manner. And if you can't, then explaining your circumstances. I know that sometimes the kids have to come first, or the job has to come first, and then it's the side hustle. And it's that balance all of the time. But being realistic with what you can achieve as well. I know that I'm a people pleaser, and I'll say yes to so many things, and then you're just at risk of burnout, aren't you? So just making sure that you're looking after yourself at the same time. So keeping it manageable and tweaking it as it grows. If you find that your side hustle is really taking off, then maybe that is the time to reduce your hours at your other job, or maybe you need to be sharing more childcare and making sure that you're spending time with grandparents, things like that. But I think what I've found is that as long as I've got my why, it's so important.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked about this. If it's about getting your prizes, awesome. No judgment, absolutely fine. Don't care what your motivation is.
Oh,
If
that
it's about
motivates me.
people save, yeah, it doesn't matter, does it? But making sure that you've got that really clear in your mind, because if you ever start to lose your path, you come back to your why, and then you're back on track again. Making sure you've got a fantastic tribe around you, and how wonderful that you have this community already, and that you can get into that Facebook group, or you're setting up your own WhatsApp groups, or you're pairing up with your peers and having a bit of competition. I think that's so motivating, because you know what you're talking about. There's people there that actually get you and get the language and they understand the process. So I think that's awesome. Yeah. But one thing that Kerry mentioned was that she saw it last year and she was like, I'm going to be at that top table.
Yep.
I know, woo-woo, but manifesting and having that vision. Where do you want to go? What's your goal? I saw something recently about, it was a racing car driver, and he said it's so much like if you're going into a corner and you start to like, oh, I'm losing it a little bit. You don't look at the wall, because you're going to go straight to the wall. You look at where you need to be going, and that is where you're going to drive into, and that's your target. So don't be distracted by anything else. Make sure that you've got a really clear vision and just absolutely go for it. Because it's possible. Amazing. We've seen that it's possible.
Oh, it absolutely is. I'm not sure if people are unmuted, but I'm going to give you a round of applause, because I think that's amazing advice. And I think, yeah, we are a community at Park, and that's one of the big, as people have said already, the attractions. You're a community of agents, your customers are a community, and it's about saving up for, you know, your family and friends, that community at Christmas. And I think finding your why, I think for a lot of people it is family, providing for their children, is absolutely massive. So thank you very, very much, Holly. And you can catch Holly on Steph's Pack Lunch on Channel 4. It's a quite impressive side hustle, a TV gig. I'm just going to take care, and hopefully we shall hear from you soon. You've lots of fantastic tips for saving for Christmas. And what I will say is all of the tips that Holly has for Christmas savings is we're also going to share it on the Facebook page. So I'm laughing at all the things in the comment boxes saying that some person's favourite is it. Rebecca's favourite thing is wrapping, and somebody else says, I don't wrap, I use gift boxes. Me too. I'm a terrible wrapper. It was not a skill I was blessed with. We have lots of gift boxes and bags in my house that get recycled. Brilliant. So we're moving on to another prize again. So thank you to everyone again for coming along. We want to reward you with some prizes to say thank you. We do love giving prizes at Park to recognise you all. So the winners are Renelle Light. You've got £100 Love to Shop prize. Sally Cook, I know Sally's watching. You've also won a £100 Love to Shop voucher. Let us know in the chat box what you're going to do with it. Claire Jenkins, £50 Love to Shop voucher. And Janense Cagliari, who's also won a £50 Love to Shop voucher. So yeah, huge congratulations to our winners, Renelle, Sally, Claire, Janense. Well done and congratulations. And thank you for coming along tonight and spending time with us. Okay, we're coming to the kind of end of our time together. But something very special we want to do before we finish our time together is recognise, and I know they're with us tonight, 2 very special women who've actually been with Park for over 50 years. Over 50 years of service. And they are They're with us tonight, but I'm not going to embarrass them by pulling them up on screen, but we are going to celebrate them. 50 years of being a park agent. And that is Valerie Bradbury and Wendy Malone. So Valerie and Bradbury, thank you so much for all your service. 50 years is incredible to have worked for Park for that long. And I suspect lots and lots has changed since you started being a Park agent in 2021. 1971, the cost of dinner was only £3.20. Yep, you definitely, I think you can't get a Happy Meal for that these days. So lots has changed. Oh, I've had little video glitch. There we go. And hopefully some of you will recognise all the toys, the Space Hopper and Mastermind. The top toy was a Weeble figure. And Christmas #1. I wonder if some of you recognise that one as well. So lots and lots has changed in the last 50 years. But what hasn't changed? So whether Valerie or Wendy have been doing it for 50 years, whether you've been doing it for a year or a month, or you've just recently signed up and you've came along again, what hasn't changed is the park agents who sign up and how much we value them in the community. And we asked you recently on Facebook, what was it that you love so much about being a park agent? And I really just wanted to share it with you because I felt quite moved when I read it. And having spoken to quite a lot of you, I can see how important it is to you. And especially, I think it speaks volumes how long everyone's been doing it, especially Wendy and Valerie have been doing it over 50 years. And the main things that people said were pride. They feel really proud to be a park agent. It's about helping people, like Katie said, helping people plan for Christmas. And just seeing people's faces light up and the feel-good factor when they give them the voucher. They also said social life, which I will definitely agree, and hopefully we'll be having more of a social life and more of get-together soon because you're a good fun bunch. Making friends, meeting people, your customers, and the new friendships that they've made. Commission, commission and prizes. That would definitely motivate me. And there's lots of prizes on offer over the next year. They also said peace of mind, which I think is really important now more than ever. Peace of mind for yourself, peace of mind for your family, your friends that you're providing for, your customers, to know that their money is safe in your hands. So before we finish, I really wanted to, I'm going to invite you all because I want to thank every single one of you, whether you're in Orkney in Scotland or London, you've taken the time to come along and have a glass of wine or a cup of tea with us. And I would love to take a picture of you all. So what I'm going to say is the picture will be on Facebook. But if you don't want to be included in the picture, then just switch off your video just now, because I am just going to put it on gallery view so we can see everyone just now. There we go. And I'm going to invite you to toast not only Katie, Kerry and Wendy, but to toast yourself, every single agent watching, for all the hard work that you do. I'm going to ask you to raise, I'm loving it, the water bottles, I'm going to ask you to raise a glass to many, many more get-togethers and hopefully in-person meetings rather than Zoom nights in there. And I shall put the picture on Facebook for all of you. And last but not least, we are going to send you out an evaluation because we would love to do events like this again. So please let us know, what did you enjoy? What did you like the most? What type of events would you like more of? Because we're absolutely listening and we want to make it, as good as possible. And finally, just thanks to Holly, the thrifty mum. I've already started following your blog, following you on Instagram. There's lots of great tips. I've seen the fantastic trainers you got in the charity shop the other day. So follow Holly for some great tips. And also check out the hub. We've got a special agents hub. So please do check out if you haven't already. And for those who didn't find out through Facebook, we do have a special Facebook group. So please, do go on the Facebook group and you'll get all the up-to-date information, news and gossip. So what I'm going to do to play us out, because I know, I'm well aware of the fact it is May, but as you know, it is Christmas every day, 12 months a year at Park. So I'm going to play Mariah Carey, which is one of my favourite songs, All I Want for Christmas Is You. I'm going to invite you to have a little dance out and a little wave goodbye. So I'm just going to cue it up just now. I'm expecting, I know there's some good dancers in the room, so I'm expecting a bit of a boogie. Even those in their pyjamas, no excuses. Here we go. And we can think of all the lovely times ahead that hopefully we will have at Christmas time. And unmute yourself and you can give everyone a round of applause before we say goodbye.